I've been married for about 17 years of my life, and yeah, it all came down crumbling and leaving me down, out, and drained, broke and broken, battered and bitter as well. Hi there, family. This is Tools from ESL with Tools. I'm just here sharing with you my journey of how I transformed or transitioned in my 40s into creating and building a lifestyle that I actually deserved, that I had desired, and how I had wasted my youthful days trying to fit into environments where I didn't belong, and also trying to prove a point to people that who I did not owe any explanation whatsoever, and trying to be loved and liked by the wrong people, and bonding and forming some relationships with people who were actually toxic in my life and who shaped my life in a very negative way. How I noticed all these things and how it was toxic enough for me not to even know what was uh, also toxic in my life, because sometimes we can be in very difficult positions where we actually don't even know we are being abused. Hi there,
I
family.
had
This
to
is
get
Tools
out of
that nasty space and pick myself up and reclaim the life that I actually deserve. And I know very well how to be down and out. I know very well how to want things that you feel like you deserve, but it's actually out of your reach. And I know very well how to seem like you're crazy in front of people when you know you're actually not crazy, but they're making you look or seem to be or appear to be that way. Because they don't actually align with you. So I went through a lot just like everybody else. And my story is also a so what kind of story, because everybody else has a story, and every woman has gone through the thick of it. Because being a woman, let's face it, it is quite hectic, and it's very one of the most difficult things. I mean, genders to actually experience upon this earth, because actually men have been favored, and I don't want to go into that direction, but we love them regardless, because I'm a mother of two amazing boys and I get to learn a lot from them. um, it's been such an amazing journey. So as a single parent, I was sharing a life journey of my how I actually woke up one day feeling drained and thinking, should I quit my job? And I realized that I actually didn't have any savings, and I was actually surviving paycheck after paycheck, from hand to mouth. And also, what made it actually worse for me, what seemed to be a bit more toxic, was when I realized that I was actually getting paid one third of my bills. And when I'm talking about my bills, I'm mentioning the most important bills, which included rentals, food, and um, fees for my children, education for my children. And I realized that it was actually not enough. I was getting one third, meaning the two-thirds of that salary. Um, where exactly was I going to get this money, and how was I going to do it? And I tried. Don't think that I didn't try to do some stuff. I tried doing stuff on the side, but it was quite hectic according to the nature of my job. Um, I knew that there were so many other amazing things, because I was following a lot of women who were showing up and living some amazing, beautiful lives. And I actually envied them. They were my inspiration, and I wanted to be that version of myself. But me trying to live that lifestyle was actually far fetched. It was something that I actually couldn't. And you may ask why. And I'm being honest enough, I can tell you that I was involved in a project that needed me to be there 7 days a week, and also sometimes I needed to show up as early as 4 a.m. and finish work as late as 11 p.m. And holidays were even worse. It was quite hectic. And the only time I could get the most amazing public holidays, which was mainly like the Christmas holiday, that was the time when I'm like drained the most. I would get drained around August, September. By the time we get to November, I'll be like out. totally out, not in tune at all, out of it all. And by the time we get to the holidays, I'm like, oh my goodness, I really needed this. And if I have to be honest, the holidays were actually very short for me because I was just drained most of the time. And by the time I come back to work, it was just me living that cycle over and over again. I got to the point where I was way too depressed, but I was not allowed, or I can't say I was not allowed. I was not supposed to be showing up depressed or showing into this world looking miserable and depressed because of me being a parent, my children looking up to me, and also the nature of my job where I needed to be present, and fully aware and seemingly happy. So I wore a mask each and every day to work, even if I wasn't feeling well. I just had to simply show up like I'm okay. And when I looked at this cycle, I realized that this was actually getting toxic. I'm well aware of relationships or situations that seem toxic quickly, because there was once a moment when I had my eyes shut where I couldn't see all these things and it costed me. But now in my 40s, my eyes are very wide awake, and I notice and I see things when they seem to be offish. Quite earlier, miles away, I can smell things when they are not okay, and I can make quick decisions there and there. And I realized that no, this was not what I wanted. Me getting paid one third and having bills that are way more than what I'm getting paid. And I decided to make one of the most difficult decisions in my life, which is quitting. I walked away with no savings, with nothing, and I had to rebuild my life. And when I left, I remember I joined a recruitment company, working virtually, remotely from home. And I started building my life from there. And working from there, I started realizing that, oh, wait a minute, there's quite a lot of opportunities out there.
So before me actually discovering that there is a lot out there for everybody, I was somewhere uh, in that chaos where a lot was happening. I started building something that actually feels like me, a business that I actually love, not tolerate, not something that I can survive through, something that I actually loved. So I started meeting women like me, like minded people who think like me, who move like me, and who were more like me, meeting them online and also meeting them in person. And there was no explaining myself there. It was so effortlessly easy, no shrinking to fit in. And I started seeing and being part of more and more amazing circles, and created a community where we were listening to each other, and it hasn't been easy before that. So I won't really romanticize this process. It has been tough, and I remember that in some days I would need to motivate myself like I was talking to a stubborn child. But it has been worth it. Honestly, it really has been worth it. While there's so many people are out there seeking validation and fake peace, fighting for promotion, and also wanting to be chosen in terms of getting hired by bosses, you can actually build something that belongs to you with your own sweat. You can build a dream that is yours and work your own hours. You could be able to travel with your children, watch your children grow, have all that freedom that you're so looking forward to. Um, yeah, I found peace in being myself and building my life the way I want to. Not fake peace, not I'll be okay, I guess, kind of peace, but real peace. And if I have to talk about my glow up in my 40s, it's not really about looks, although I really love beautiful things. I just grew up with an eye of beautiful stuff. And definitely, if I have to be making myself beautiful, gorgeous, definitely I have to do that. I will. It's just work in progress. But I had to work. from the inside out, fixing everything that I thought I needed to fix first. And if ever you see me looking all pretty and gorgeous and amazing, it's not for anybody else. Just know it's not for you, but it is definitely for myself. I'm not seeking validation from anybody. At my age, now I'm doing things for myself. I'm gonna be um, doing a lot more of stuff that pleases me, that satisfies me, that makes me into a much better woman. Uh, yeah. And it's not about proving anything to anybody, oh, I'm better than you, or competing with anyone. It's all going to be about me because I've chosen calm over chaos, standards over survival, and I've chosen myself over anything that definitely drains me. Nope, I'm not going to be doing anything that drains me. And if you're sitting out there in your house, on your couch, and you're wondering, what are some lazy girl ways that can actually help you to earn and travel and live a very comfortable, soft kind of lifestyle? Um, I just want you to know that you don't have to be stuck. There are so many ways of doing these things, and you too can actually survive. You can choose differently. You can have a start. You may not have a perfect plan, or you cannot definitely wait for the perfect moment, but it's a decision that's just going to say, I'm not living like this anymore. That is where you start from. So catch me on the next one. Bye.
Protected.